everyone, it's Dominic the Primetime Treasure Hunter. Thanks for coming by to check out another video. As you can see, I am right inside Primetime Treasure Shed Quarters. The reason for that is I want to talk to you about investing into your business. I'm going to show you all sorts of examples, including a recent one today to help me out with lighting. It's been a persistent problem that I have been dealing with since I've kicked the reselling business back up into full gear. Now, this shed is really the best symbolic representation of investing into my reselling business that I could show you, which is why I'm starting off here. It's a 12 by 16 shed. I spent about $5,800 on it, which sounds like a lot of money, and it is. It wasn't a decision I made lightly. I looked at a lot of different options, but you know, the plain and simple fact is that I was running out of space in the house and I wanted to continue to grow. I didn't not want to be able to purchase large lots like that big lot of trains that I found, you know, at the estate sale, like, you know, here's one here, or, you know, like that big Star Wars haul that you saw me do in that crawl space at the estate sale. It's allowed me to go out and just be free to be able to get all of those things. And so that's been very helpful. And so the money that I'm gonna make just from the trains and just from the Star Wars toys will come pretty close to paying for the shed. And there's all the other things that you see behind me that I've put in here as well. The other thing that's been very nice about it is that it's also just freed up space in the house. So I've been able to take things out of there, put some things in here as well. There's a lot of space around me in here. And you know, if you have a spouse that has an issue with how much stuff that you have inside of the house, well, you know, this will definitely help relieve that problem. And so you don't have as much tension, or even if it's not tension, just discussions about, hey, could you move this out of here? It's, you know, starting to get annoying. So that's been very helpful. So I'm gonna go and show you some other areas that I invested in my reselling business this year, and then we'll end off with the light. So let me show you a few other things and how they've been helpful and maybe could help you as well. Okay, now two of the things that were really slowing me down last year had to do with printing out labels. I was just cutting them out with scissors and it was just taking forever to put the tape on it and everything, and I just added up how much time that was taking. That was driving me crazy. Another thing was that my computer was super slow. It only had 4 gigs of RAM, so when I would come home from my regular full-time job and go turn on the computer, there were times I would literally sit there for 20 minutes just waiting for it to, you know, kick on and all the programs to load. So absolutely drove me crazy. So let me take you inside Primetime Treasure headquarters, show you how I dealt with that. So instead of taking forever to sit here and having to cut out this label, and eventually, after I get it cut out, go over to the tape and try and pick at the tape and find the spot where it starts, and then, you know, sometimes it will, you know, tear and rip halfway down the middle, and then I've got to find where that part starts to even it off. I did something to make things go way faster. Let me show you. So now, instead of messing around with the scissors and the tape, I invested into a Rollo thermal printer, which you could see right here, right by my side, right, my favorite chair. I could hang out, watch TV, and all I got to do is press this little button right here, print out my label. Takes about 2 seconds, much more efficient. I could slap it on the package, move on to the next thing, go do a listing. I don't have to do all this getting up and getting down and all that sort of stuff. And the best thing about it too, it's a self-adhesive label, so all you have to do is pull it right off like this and just slap it right onto the package and you're all set. And even better than all of that, you don't have to disturb your pet if they're hanging out right next to you. Like, you know, Daisy right here, she does not want to be bothered by me having to get up and down and doing all sorts of other packages. So I just hang out right here, and it's really fun in the wintertime too, especially if we're nice and cozy and snuggly. Right, Daisy? Right? Okay, so another thing that I did to help improve the efficiency of my business is I invested into a brand new laptop. And so that really helps me out a lot because I don't have to wait 20 minutes for it to go on anymore. I just turn it right on. I've got it right here. It's a nice HP 16 gig laptop. So no more 4 gigs, no more dinosaur ages. I am cruising on this thing super fast, no delays, nothing like that. It is great, and it has really helped me get a lot more listings up, and it's one of the things that has contributed to me being able to hit that $10,000 mark in 60 days this year. So another thing that was very important to me this year was to invest into the YouTube channel. So as you can see here, I invested in this little banner right here, the icon. I really wanted to create something that looked really professional. So that's what we came up with, this little representation of me right there. And then, you know, with getting up there in the subscriber count there, also one of the things that I wanted to do was to have a professional intro for people. And so you saw that at the beginning of this video. I just showed that for the first time in the last video that I put up, and there's an outro as well. So these are things that I hired out professional services to do these types of things to really get the look that I wanted. And that's what you need to do sometimes, pay professionals. Another thing that I had to do to improve the YouTube channel this year was to significantly increase the audio quality. That has been a problem, and so what you've seen in some of my recent videos is that I invested in this right here, which is this Yeti microphone, and that has increased the audio quality 100-fold on the channel, so you're gonna be hearing that in a lot of the videos. But beyond all of those things, the most frustrating thing for me since the time I started the YouTube channel and kicked the reselling business back up has been the lighting problem that I have had downstairs. That has prevented me from being able to do any photography there whatsoever. So I always have to do it up here in the kitchen area or outside or something like that. And I'd like to be able to do it downstairs. And it has also made for inferior video quality for videos that I've shot down there. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So these overhead fluorescent lights have been the bane of my existence for the entire time that I've been on YouTube. To this day, I've compensated for it with other things like these lights over here and these lights over here, which make it better. By the way, everything seems pretty messy because I had to push everything over here so that I give the guy time to work underneath it. What we're going to do is we're going to replace these fluorescent tube lights with LED lights. Let me show you just what I have right now, and then I'll show you what it gets replaced with later after he comes by. So this is what we're talking about right here. There's those long tube lights, and they're just so annoying. They give really bad glare. It's not bright enough. What I'm going to get is going to be nice and dimmable. So currently it's just one, current brightness. You could just see the yellows are off. It's just not good. So we got to get rid of these. It's also been a problem in this other room as well, because you could see up top, a lot of those tube lights start dying off. And this is a room where I would like to do more YouTube work and even just more pictures for eBay listings, but I can't because these lights keep dying off, and I just keep replacing them, and then they just keep dying. And they've been up since '91, so it's time to go. They've been dated, so these are gonna go, these are gonna go, and the ones in the other room where you normally see me film, those are gonna go as well. Okay, the project is done, and I'm gonna show you what the new and improved Primetime Treasure headquarter lighting situation looks like. Let's walk over to it. Right over here. We'll flip this switch now to be all different. Check this out. Nice and bright. So instead of just having a few little lights right over there, I've got a light spaced out there, I've got a light there, and more importantly, I now have lights directly over where I do a bunch of my filming. So right there is where I'm sitting for my shows. Right over here is where I do a lot of filming as well for my videos. So I'm usually standing like right over here. So now these are going to give me much better lighting. And because I had invested in these standing portable bright lights earlier in the year when I wasn't sure how I was going to address fixing the overhead lighting, this now is going to allow me to adjust the lighting to whatever situation I find myself in. And there's one more cool thing about these overhead LED lights that I didn't tell you about yet. They are dimmable. So all I have to do is go over here. There's this little switch to the side, and I just bring it down like that, and you can see there, it just adjusts it however I want it to be. And of course, yes, I have a comic book related light cover switch, but that is super cool, and that really helps me just set it however I want it, really bright or pretty dim. And as you can see here, now there's 3 lights over up top there, 3 lights over up top there, and that is going to improve my ability to do filming over in this area as well. So if you're wondering how much it costs to do the LED lights in both of the rooms and also put in replacement tiles and the cost of labor and everything, wound up being about $850, well worth it. Now I'm not gonna have any more headaches or problems associated with the poor lighting situation I've been dealing with. I have lights overhead right now for the first time ever filming, and it is such a great feeling, and I'm happy to be able to improve the video quality for you and the audio quality, as I just mentioned. It's been a lot of fun investing and growing in the business, and I hope that's been fun for you as well, to see the channel grow and to see how my business has grown as well, because ultimately I want that to be motivational to others, to help them improve themselves as well and improve their business. So if this does wind up motivating you to get a shed or get a Rollo printer or to get some replacement lights or to improve some other aspect of your business, let me know that down below in the comments section. I will put links to the Rollo printer and the lights down in the description section as well if you're interested. Make sure that you come back tomorrow night, Wednesday night, important, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am going to be doing an interview with Scott the Bearded Picker. Now you may see this Wednesday morning, in which case it's going to be tonight, and you may see it later on down the road, in which case go to my playlist section. That's right down below as well, and you can see all of the live interview shows that I've done with all sorts of resellers from throughout our great community. So make sure you go check that out. Give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. Make sure you subscribe. Remember, we're now trying to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. That's at prime_time_treasure, and come to the Facebook Reselling Resource Center. All of those links are down below. I'll see you at the next video, everyone. Take care.